And here we are at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium for match number 18 of the Bangladesh Premier League. It's the Dutch Bangla Bank Bangladesh Premier League, powered by Rocket co-sponsor 𝗃𝗃, where Durbar Rajshahi are taking on the Dhaka Capitals, who are still looking for their first win. To our surprise, 𝗃𝗶𝗃𝗃 the other day decided to have a bat first on this occasion. It is 𝗃𝗃-𝗂𝗽 who won the toss for his side, Durbar Rajshahi, and no surprises there, decided to have a field first.
Yeah, right decision. And Dhaka Capitals, for once, they just have, what, one change? For usually it's either 5, 4, 6. Mukhul Islam is the fast bowler coming in place of Shubham Ranjane, who had a shocker when it comes to bowling some wides and no ball. So good to see that change happening, because Mukhul is, you can rely with him when it comes to line and length. So hopefully he'll have a go. But it's going to be the top of the order. Liton Kumar Das, Tanzid and Shabir Rahman, players to watch out for with the bat.
Yeah, a couple of changes for Durbar Rajshahi. As we have a look at the lineup, the left-arm spinner Sanzamul Hussain comes in along with Sabur Hussain, who's primarily a batter but can also bowl a bit. Medium pace offers. So, yeah, all-rounders and left-arm spin for some variation. Well, I don't know if you could hear it. There's some music going on in the stands. Electric atmosphere. We'll go over to the comm box because a promising match is ahead of us. It's Sir Curtly Ambrose and Mr. Shamim Chaudhary.
All set for the evening game, and it's pretty evident from those pictures that there's a bit of dew around. It's going to play a major role, as it has in the last few days here in Sylhet, as we get ready for this clash between Durbar Rajshahi and the Dhaka Capitals. Dhaka Capitals really struggling. They've also had that misfortune of losing the toss and having to bat first, chasing and 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 will be hoping that his strike bowlers get off the blocks and get amongst the wickets early. Had the better record in the past, and they'll be coming in with a little more confidence than the Dhaka Capitals. Crowd has come here in numbers. It's good to see, despite the fact that Sylhet have finished their game today and won it. The crowd has stayed on. Like to see a big crowd here, don't we, Sir Curtly Ambrose?
Hello, Shamim. Hello, everyone. Certainly is a big crowd, very colorful. Out in their numbers. That has been the trend. So that is not surprising at all.
There was a humdinger of a match. The first one was a thriller. We see Tanzid Hassan Tamim, 21st innings in his BPL career, 533 runs, has promised a little more than he has delivered so far. Of course, the man who has got amongst the runs in the past, 2,191 runs, experienced Liton Kumar Das, also wants to just assert himself in the middle. Sanzamul Islam. Now, not often that we see Sanzamul starting. We've seen some of the teams using spin to start off with. That's his career record. But it'll be a good thing, because the ball would probably be not as wet in about 5 overs. So opening with a spinner, not a bad option. No one in the slips. The crowd on the edge of the 30-yard circle. The fielders, here we go. Straight away down the wicket, has to check. Exposing his intentions a little too early. The bowler notices it and drops it short. We've got for the left-hander, short third man, backward point, cover, and a mid-off on the offside. And he beautifully plays that so late and so fine. Races to the boundary.
Very delicate. Sped away across this very fast outfield for 4. Good start for Tanzid and the Dhaka Capitals.
ভাই ওইটা সুইপ মারবে এখন
Now he's forced to bowl it straighter, but does get that ball to go closer. He's given it some more air and just got the block hole. Sometimes you don't have to really bludgeon. Look at this length. Fuller. And allow the batter to get underneath it. Oh, he's moving around. Another touch. But this time around, the fielder is going to stop it. Not as fine as the first one.
Taskin Ahmed at short third man.
Field changes over. Got a slip in position now for Liton Kumar Das, who's on strike. 31 in his first game versus Rangpur, 0, 2 and 9 after that. But 73 against the Sylhet Strikers of 43 balls. Come into some form of rhythm. Just the inside part of the bat as it trickles away for a single. There will be a period of calm for Liton Das. Sure, he's going to have a good look at if at all the ball is doing anything off the track for the spinners.
ভালো ফিনিশ লাগবে
All he can do is just ease into that shot, get a single. 7 runs coming of the first over for Dhaka. Mohammad Haris, Brian Burl, overseas components in the team. There's a couple of changes. Sanzamul Islam and Shabbir Hussain come in for Rajshahi. And one change, Muqidul Islam comes in for Shubham Ranjane in the Dhaka team. Here's your man. Taskin Ahmed, 116 wickets in his BPL career. But what a masterly work with the ball he did back in Dhaka. 7 wickets. Width offered. Driving a square, but straight to the fielder.
A gentle loosener from Taskin Ahmed. Was very fortunate to have gotten away with it. Tanzit hitting it straight to backward point.
Against the same opposition, 7 for 19, so he'd want to replicate some of that. Comes back with a back of length delivery, Gaines finds that fielder playing the angle properly, is bowling within himself, not trying to bowl it too fast, just getting the bearings right early on. Lovely ground this in the evening, the lights around. It's a pretty picture. Crowds have come in, they're in good voice. Well done. These bowlers always seem to just try and assert themselves early on with a bit of pace, with a bit of bounce. As of this point in time, Taskin seems to be content to just find his line and rhythm going, which is pretty good.
Had a decent tour to the West Indies just a few weeks ago. Bowled very well. If my memory serves me correctly, I think he picked up a 5-wicket haul as well. But there'd been a test match played in Antigua.
And of course, Taskin Ahmed is in the squad for the Champions Trophy coming up, and he'll be an important cog in the wheel for Bangladesh with his pace bowling. Always bowls with a lot of heart. encumbered on occasions with some injury issues. But he's come back. He's a fighter. Oh, that's wide. That's the deserve that cut square of the wicket and races away to the boundary.
Poor delivery this time from Taskin Ahmed. Too short, too wide. And Tanzid was good enough to get back on it.
That was bound to happen, didn't it? When we're praising him, all his efforts, all the good stuff he's done, he bowls a loose one, and Tanzid is not going to miss out on that. Oh, typical retort by pace bowler, the bouncer, after the 4 has been hit. 2 done, 11 without loss. Only Rangpur Riders with the 100% record so far. 6 played and 1. 12 points, Fortune Borishal with 6. Chittagong will play most of the matches at Chattogram, their home venue. Tanzamol gave away 7 in his first over. Back to bowling against Liton Dash. God, he's dragged that. He's found the gap in the deep. That was a rank long hop, and Liton Dash is not going to miss out on that.
Too short from Tanzamol. And the kind of form Liton Dash is showing since the last game, he wasn't going to miss out. Put that away quite easily.
Well, he's just crossed into the 5,000 mark, the 5th batter for Bangladesh to complete 5,000 runs in T20 cricket. No mean achievement, but this time round is sort of feeling for it a bit. The ball that holds its line and confuses him.
Missed it completely. Probably trying to play it a little bit too square of the wicket on the offside.
Right behind, using the depth of the crease. Wee bit past the bowler. And an amble single. Not in a rush at the moment. Dhaka making sure they don't lose wickets.
Good bowling, good bowling.
There's an edge, I think. Oh, there it is. Under edge. That one, which we thought had actually missed. But lucky there. Pull that away. Left-right combination, a little difficult for Sanjamal, but it's good work by Burl. Threw it back very, very quickly. Good stuff.
That's wonderful cricket. And he rifled it back into the bowler after tumbling over. That was good cricket. Right over the stump, 1 bounce. Good cricket.
Quicker through the air. Hurried the angle, cramping him for space. Did well to just play it away wide of the fielder just for another run. In simple discipline by Sanjabul Islam. That's his field for the left-hander. Oh, straightened once again to hurry into that shot. 3 overs done, 18 without loss. The most runs by Bangladeshi batters in T20 is Tamim Iqbal leading it by distance. Shakib Al Hassan over 7,400. Mahmudullah Riyadh over 6,000. Mushfiqur Rahim not too far behind, 5,882. Liton Kumar Dash has just ticked over to the 5,000 mark. Well, he's out of the squad for the Champions Trophy, but I'm sure 𝗿𝗏𝗃𝗃 will try to assert himself, get back amongst the runs. Seems to be a fumble there, allowing 𝗏𝗏 a couple of runs there. Catch the eyes of the selectors. Such a wonderful player over the years.
Very sloppy in the field. That should have been stopped.
Quiet period of play so far. It's again just allowing the ball to come on to him, trying to angle the bat and find that space between cover point and backward point.
He hasn't got the smoothest of run-ups. Thaksin Ahmed, not very rhythmic in his approach. Always looked like he's fighting a little bit to get to the crease. But he's highly effective, and that's the most important.
Ease onto that. He starts up with small steps, then sort of extends. That's one way of describing it. So currently fighting to get to the crease.
Yeah, he's just not looking smooth and fluent like most fast bowlers.
Well, that's Thaksin Ahmed in this tournament. 7 for 19 against the same opposition. Spectacular bowling. Deviating down leg. Could have done better with that. I just feel 𝗿𝗏𝗃𝗃 is not ready to open up yet.
Let's have a look at the run-up. His approach. Very small steps to start with. Kind of bustling, but looks like he's fighting. He's not very fluent, is he? But the most important thing, very effective, complete his action, meaning cutting across his body.
Short and testing the batter. He heard you. He said, I like the way I've been running all these years. I'm not going to change this. And that's right. If you're used to one kind of run-up, you don't want anybody coming around telling you that you should change your approach to the delivery crease.
Of course not. That was a good bouncer. And that is the problem I have with some coaches. You have to look at what you have and you try to work with it and make it better. Don't do wholesome changes.
Oh, hurry down to him. Try to swing it away, pull it on the onside, deflecting onto the offside. That is another good over. Just the 4 runs in the 4th over. 22 without loss. 7 of the 14 wickets came in a match against the Dhaka Capitals. But notice the economy, 6.37. That others have taken 9 wickets each, but they've all been, except for Khushdil Shah, as that's better. That is delightful. Wide of the batter, he had to reach, but he had enough bat on it to take it away to the boundary.
Played it very late as well. And there is a ring of fielders on the offside. Still managed to get between those fielders. Good shot.
Now, wow, take that. Long, long way into the crowd. Trying to correct himself, bowls it short, and immediately does his swinging and getting the maximum.
That went a long way. A little bit too short. And that was powerfully hit. High, hard, and long over mid-wicket. Look at it go. Yes. Pain on the face.
Come on, boy, come on, boy.
𝗃𝗃𝗃 tells you that it was a 94-meter hit out of 20. Goes again, 𝗵𝗺𝗃𝗃 and over. One bounce. Well, didn't seem to go that far, but eventually reached the fence in a hurry.
More pressure for 𝗧 𝗦𝗽𝐴. 14 already from his over. Over-pitched on this occasion and was hit over long off for 4. 3 deliveries gone. 4, 6, 4. That's 14 in the over. Now he's going around the wicket.
Well, the batter forcing the bowler to change his tactics and lines and moving around. Now, swing away. Wow! It's raining 4s and 6s here at Sylhet. Crowd are delirious. And Tanzit is on song.
The change of angle going around the wicket didn't make a difference. Look at that. Swung away quite handsomely. A little bit of air. So he got the elevation. 20 already from this over. Tanzit is on fire.
He sure is, and he's 𝗃𝗧𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃. They had a good first 4 overs, but the 5th over, 𝗧 has been taken to the cleaners. And he goes! How far is this one traveling? Well, just dropping short. A burl there. And must have had his heart in his mouth. Did he drop it? Wonder if it reached him.
My first impression was it was a dropped catch, but this will confirm. Yes, it certainly was a drop catch. That's what I thought. He really messed it up, Burl. He's not happy.
Oh dear, Ryan Burl, normally such a good fielder. All slipped out. And he's not going to hang back just because he has been dropped. And to try and throw his bat again, but he just gets a single. Very eventful over there. Dropped catch, 21 runs. 5 overs completed, 43 without loss.
21 in the previous over. Some big hitting, but Rajshahi will rue the fact that they had an opportunity to see the back of Tanzir Hassan, who was dropped in the previous over at long on. Ryan Burl did not judge it to perfection because it was low in and fell, rather popped out of his hand. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 is the new bowler. It's a good start, 43 in the 5 overs. Dhaka Capitals, even though they managed to score 193 in the previous game, still ended up on the losing side. 6 losses in 6 matches. That's the drop. Yeah, should have come a little bit closer to the ball. Misjudged it. Welcome back, Danny Morrison. How have you been?
Hello, 𝗁𝗂𝐶𝗍. Yeah, it's been a while, isn't it? 6 years in the making to come back to the Bangladesh Premier League. A delight to be back.
Nicely played. A nice little chip from Liton Kumar Das. Also has been in good nick. Sabir Rahman played a gem of a knock, 80 odd of just 33 deliveries. But his opening stand is looking good.
Well, nothing changes. The night game, the winter course, the dew factor in, and you've got to make the most of the power play, no doubt, in the first 6.
It's one-handed, but it's good enough to take it all the way for the maximum. They've got to play shots because they don't have, they have not managed a single win so far, Danny. And with this kind of a opening stand with that 6 to 50 on the board, yeah, you got to back yourself to play shots. That's nicely struck.
Well, it's just too easy. Just up in that slot, just downtown for 6. But I saw the fizz, Utter. I said, mate, come on. Get your act together, you guys. Haven't had a win at all. And at the moment, the floodgates are opening here. Can't stop boundaries. You've got to take catches when they turn up. And you just simply have to make the most of every opportunity as a fielding side. Smooth as you like.
73 in the last match from the bat of 𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗃. And he's raised to 24 of 12 with that cracking shot of the back foot. Well bowled.
The classic as ever is that pace off. You want spinners to show their wares. So go on, you batters, make the pace, create what you can, given what I'm going to dish up to you. But it's tough with the dew.
Good ball.
And it will get heavier later as the day progresses. 16, another good over. 59 after 6. The number of boundaries in the first 6 in the power play. Dhaka Capitals will be mighty pleased. 7 4s and 3 6s. 59 without loss in the power play. It is a very good start. Tanzid Hassan and 𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗃, yes, confirmation. This pair now, the first opening pair to record 250+ run partnership in BPL 2024-25. Shafiul Islam in the attack. Right arm over the wicket. Seema starts wide and pays the prize. 4 to start the over. This is such a good start. Desperate to get on the points table.
Yeah, they sure are. The DCs, the Capitals. Power play, their best, I'm told, so far this season. So spinners, you've got to take those. There's one of those opportunities. The other one was Ryan Burl, who puts one down, but anything just slightly off, it's going to get the treatment. There's Burl. Only got a good pair of hands.
There'll be a wide. So this is the best power play score for Dhaka Capitals in this edition of the Bangladesh Premier League. And when you have that kind of a start, then you're looking at 200+, because they scored 193 in the last match. I've already mentioned that they couldn't go on to win that. I think important for one of the batters to get a big one here. Do something special. Yeah, that'll be another 4. Stand and deliver.
Well, it's a 𝗏𝗀𝗃𝗃 special. You said it, Utter, they do. They need something unique here. And at the moment, it's happening. But can they keep it going? We always say this, don't we, in any form of white ball cricket. Your top 1, 2, 3 or 4, someone could get to 100. It makes such a difference to the contest. And given that they've been inserted, no surprises, lost the toss, didn't go their way, going to have to bat first and post something. Can they get past 200?
Yeah, we have already seen 300s already in this edition of Bangladesh Premier League. And it's important for both the batters, Tanzid Hassan and 𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗃, to look into that direction. Both have come with all guns blazing. They're going at a rate of just above 10 runs in an over. And if you have that kind of a start, then you're looking to score maybe 220 here. Down the wicket. That's well fielded. Had it gone past that fielder, would have been another boundary.
Yeah, and this Shimim Chowdhury was on about left-hand, right-hand combination. And it does make a difference as well with the opening partnership. Both players are going from both ends. And it really is destruction day out.
Change of tactics. This is pulled away and he'll go the distance. What a lovely piece of timing.
Yeah, sweet timing indeed. 𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗃 is rolling back the clock when he was a lot younger and so free. 40 from 18 now. Got to say also, been back here in 𝗏𝗏. Boundary's not the biggest. Well, hey, look, it's T20, right? You want to hit 4s and 6s. The crowd have come to see the fireworks.
Again, nicely played. Straight to the fielder, but he'll still pick up a single. Another good over comes to an 18 in that over. After 7, Dhaka Capital moving along to 77 without loss. Yeah, when you speak about Lichun Kumar Das, he has a different strategy. This was match number 5 on the left. That's how he lost his wicket against the bowling of Taskeen. This time around, he's going a little bit further up to go and moving towards the bowler, just forcing to change the length. And it has worked so far for him. He's smashed 42 of 20. This is good thinking.
You batters will often say that once you come and meet the ball, get closer to it, to stop that extra pace and bounce. Taskeen, I mean, he can be a handful, can't he? Got a 7 for, didn't he, recently? No.
7 for 19 against the same opposition. Tucked away for a single. They need to just try to dry up the runs here, because both the batters are looking to hit big shots.
And us, I'll go a stage further. They've got to break this partnership. They desperately need a wicket. How about 2? As we know in T20, get 1, you often get 2. So pace off again. So Ghazi into the attack, and you just talk about the slowness through the air. You've got to be brave to do that, of course. Mention the small boundaries. That goes against the bowlers as well. Plus, you throw in the factor of dew and trying to hold on to the ball. Very challenging conditions for the fielding side for sure.
The field changes because there is a left and right hand combination in the middle. That's a poor delivery. That's a wide. That's a 4. That is very, very poor from Shoaib Ghazi.
Yeah, the teapot from the skipper. 𝗏𝗏𝗃 just going, are you kidding me? How many of these do we have to endure? It's crazy. The rags out shore. Really? Spinners will tell you too in T20, they want to bring the stumps into play. Those lines are so crucial. Paramount to get your line right, particularly attacking that off stump, unless you're purposefully bowling in the end of the innings where you're bowling wide Yorkers or changes up.
And you look at the result for Dhaka Capital, as fans will be disappointed, but this partnership now is the highest opening partnership in this edition of the Bangladesh Premier League. So the openers have put their hand up to score so many runs, and the 8th over now. 10 in that over. Already, beg your pardon, 9. Yeah, this is the best so far in this edition. It's been a fantastic opening partnership. Yeah, this is good batting. This is good, sensible batting. If it's not there, then don't try to force yourself to play that shot. Without taking any unnecessary risks, they still managed to pick up 10 runs in that over. After 8, it's 87 without loss. Partnership really going great guns at the moment. Hussain in the attack right on seam. It's just so very important, isn't it, Danny, to see one of them at least getting 100 here. They've got to try to achieve that, because they know that the bowling has not been up to the mark. Even though scoring 190 plus, they could not go on to defend it. So they've got to get across 200 for sure this time around.
And after you're telling me this is Dhaka Capitals, this is anything to do with Dhaka, biggest city, all of that, a lot of expectation, and they haven't won a match. Wow, they've got to turn this around and quickly.
And it is also very important for them to be get on the points table, because this is they're not getting to the business end. One more day here in Sylhet, and then we move to Chattogram. So it's important that really before leaving these shores, you have to have points on the table, because if you don't, then it gets very, very difficult to thinking about to qualify the top 4 teams. Oh, shot on 45, and he's picked that up and put that away into the stands. That is a brilliant shot to pick up his 50.
Oh, Litters. And he's going to get a freebie, is he? It's just a no ball. Wow. The same with the Cardinals sin of transgressing the front line considerably. He's going to have to reload this. It's going to be a freebie. He's got number 51 on his back, Hussain. And that's what 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝐽𝗏 is on as well. With a little freebie on a silver salver. Into the hip. Can't bowl there to Litters. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, back-to-back 50s for 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝗏𝗏, his 14th. And the BPL, look at that shot. Remember, Bangladesh team have announced the squad for the Champions Trophy, and he's not in the squad. And he's playing the way he's playing is certainly passing a strong message. Why not? 100 on the board.
So don't worry, I'll have a word. I know I've only just arrived. I'll have a chat to the boys of the BCB. Oh, wow. This is more like 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝗏𝗏 of old. Just been talking about chitters. I can't wait to get back there. Here's Litters, lighting up the night.
Yeah, chitters, if the viewers are just thinking, what is that all about? It's Chattogram, in the words of Danny Morrison.
Looking forward to getting back to the city. Chattogram now. I used to love Chattogram. I used to love calling it the Gong. Back in the Gong, because we're in Chittagong, weren't we? Well, things keep changing after all.
Yeah, striker of 223, 58 of just 28 deliveries. What a knock this is turning out to be. And this one is straight to the fielder. 16 already, 2 sixes in this over was pure class. Lovely pull shot, and then down the ground towards mid-on. All the way over long on fielder for the maximum, and both coming from the bat of elegant and classy 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏. What a partnership, 103 of just 56 deliveries. They should come back for the second. Are they going to come back? No, they won't. Happy with the single. Still a very big over. 17 in that over after 9. Dhaka motoring along. 1 of 4 without loss.
This fellow will carve you up every night of the week. It's Super Sunday after all. And he's enjoying himself here in Sylhet. His old Litters. Carry on, sir.
$219 is the highest total in this edition of the Bangladesh Premier League. And if they're going at this rate, they will get 230. 11.56 is the run rate. But a wicket or two can change the complexion of the game. That's the reason why it's so important that if one does get out, the other hangs on.
Yeah, cricket lovers, hold your breath, because we'll appreciate that straight after a drinks break, so often the case, taken here in the 10th. Still a majority of the innings to go, but so often wickets fall in T20 when that drinks break is taken.
𝗂𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗧 continues the right arm of spinner, just targeting the legs, not allowing the batters to free their arms. ⅓ of 30, Hassan Tamim on strike. Goes down the wicket, that's well bowled. He was eyeing to play it in the onside. The clever from 𝗂𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗧, just cramping him for room.
Yeah, and he's been around the traps, guys, as we appreciate, but just that flight, you get that pace right. Now it's tricky to hold onto the ball given the conditions, but a bit of slowness through the air. Not a great delivery, and follows it up with a shocker. Wonderful little lap though from 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏, and 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏, I'm amazed he's got that much hair left. Really?
Yeah, again, a nothing delivery. That is a poor delivery. Hit me. And he's the one in form. He's not going to miss out. Nicely done. He's been going great guns here. Litton Kumar Das. Short one. It's just trying to find that gap between the fielder at long on and deep mid wicket. Only be a single.
Just looking at Burl there. He's looking down at the ground, but he also slipped with his feet. Slid there. And he just, another night, if you're really unlucky, you get a bit of a jolt there and you can do something nasty to the front of your knee. Tendon issue. Ryan Burl still smarting. He dropped that catch earlier, didn't he?
Got to come back and finish the over because that'll be a wide. Now, once in a while, he's bowled some poor deliveries. Shoaib Ghazi needs to finish off nicely here. Oh, again a wide down the leg side. He wants a single. Tanzid not interested.
Yeah, keep the strike, keep it on. But also the over's about to finish anyway, so that's maybe what Tanzid's saying. Let us hang on. Only one to go.
Up in the air and fall short. $11 in that over. What a start this has been at the halfway stage. Dhaka Capitals 115 without loss.
It's absolute mayhem from Dhaka Capitals, courtesy of Tanzid Hasan and Litton Das. Now Burl earlier put down a catch. Yeah, wasn't the easiest, but he was still put down. Now on with the ball.
Good ball, buddy, good ball.
Pull to Tanzid Hasan. Change over. This is what happened. The very last delivery, previous over. The toe end of the bat of Tanzid Hasan didn't carry all the way through. Sliding effort from Ryan Burl.
Come on, Ryan, extra boundary, everything will be okay.
Shoaib Ghazi thought he almost had his man. Now Litton is looking good. He's looked very good alongside.
Good ball, good ball.
Good evening, Mahabhai. It's a fantastic start for Dhaka.
Absolutely. We spoke about inspiration from a senior player. And Litton Kumar Das has been that man who has put his hands up and said, I'll be the man. Just been excluded from the Champions Trophy squad, a point to prove, gets out there, and there where he has batted, full of class. And one of those players in the world has so much time to play against pace. And technically we saw in the previous stint when Athar and Danny was on board, the way he's negated the pace and bounce of Taskin Ahmed coming in front of the crease. So this is what experience brings for. And hopefully Dhaka Capitals can post a good score. More than 200 from here. They'll be disappointed if they don't get it.
Going at 11 runs and over.
Good ball, good ball.
Such a classy act when he gets going, the Litton Das. Even in the previous match, got that 100+ partnership with Munim Sharia. 73 or 43 just, but
just a hit away. Tanzid Hasan, leg spinner bowling.
Finish, well done.
in the slot, wings deployed. It's a sixth and it's a 50 for Tanzid Hasan. Brilliant shot. Brought it up in style, 50 of just 35 deliveries. End of the 11th. Capitals 1-5 for naught. Now the very first building to your left had 7 stories. Till the 4th, yeah, they kept them quiet, but ever since that, every over went above 7. Arrow back in action. That's nicely played. Towards the gap. Some work done. 𝗵𝗁 the captain. Relay on. The batters are back for the second.
Tanzit Hassan brought up his 50 with a magnificent hit. It was quicker. Ryan Burl will struggle with the wet ball, being a wrist spinner. Both these batters have been striking the ball so crisply. Just a 35 deliveries.
Left and right hand combination, complementing each other quite well. Just got to know of the Champions Trophy squad. The previous day he played well, did Liton. Was rested in one of the games. Back in form again. Speaking of the mindset, it's never easy. You go through a rough patch, part of life, part of your career as well. But you know that you haven't made the side. But trying to prove a statement innings is what's going on. Hit hard. Going away. Despairing dive. Good one. Definitely saving a couple of runs. Going back to that discussion, you faced it yourself being a player. What is he going through, you think?
Couple of deliveries nicely fielded by both the fielders at deep mid wickets. Pretty pictures everywhere, isn't it? Sylhet is beautiful. Lovely crowd. Beautiful. Just on Liton Das, it's an interesting one. You go up through ups and downs in your career. Liton Das, the career has had around the world, playing for Bangladesh, playing in league cricket around the world. Any youngster would wish for when they're young. At the moment, he's dropped from the side. The best way to answer your critics, best way to answer the people in and around the cricketing fraternity is by scoring runs. It's so good to see when someone is trying to make a point. And well in control. Another hit. And goes over long on. Ryan Burl, for a moment, he thought he's in the game. The way Liton Kumar does timing and placing it today, looks like he's on a mission.
Statement it is. Effortless. Just guided it. That's exactly when I say wings deployed. Brilliant stroke. Player of Liton. Goes again. Takes on the field and long on again. Massive. Enough. Back-to-back sixes to end the over. Makes it 18 of the 12th. Capitals are on 143 without loss. 10 fours, 9 sixes. Yeah, it's a party going on here in Sylhet. The hosts are Tanzit Hassan and Liton Das. Yeah, he too doesn't want to miss out on.
Raining sixes in the last over. 2 in 2. That was the second one. Clean hit. What's best to see at the moment from Liton Kumar is well in control. Here comes the third six within 4 deliveries. This occasion it's a left-hander. Tanzit Hassan.
Tried at the previous delivery. Didn't connect. This occasion, execution at its best. Gets the maximum. They're taking on the bowlers. They're facing the wrath of Tanzit and Liton. Nicely placed. That brings up the 150. Coming back for the second. Good running. Now, second best partnership in this edition of the Bangladesh Premier League.
I feel for the bowlers under these conditions. You meet a hit over mid-wicket. It almost becomes a cement in the evening game where the batters just can line up where they want to hit. As long as the batters have a good base and swing through the line, most of the time the batters will be successful. No matter how much you get, around 200, 225, I don't think you are safe in these conditions. So it's important that Dhaka Capitals continues, and also they still have Sabir Rahman, who's batted so well up here, along with 𝗃𝗶𝗃𝗃, one of the centurions yet to come. Must be targeting 220, 230. And that will be a statement.
He surely will, surely will. Both these batters gave the opportunities. They were both missed opportunities as far as Durbar Rajshahi are concerned, and they're making them pay. Yeah, nicely played. Played according to the merit of the ball. Outside the off, has punished it. Ball again onto it. Few cuts, few pulls, some sweeps, and the drives. Magnificent from 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Terrific. Now the top run getter for Dhaka Capitals, 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, 𝗵𝗺𝗃, seconds, and just putting it as a reminder for the selectors. Look, this could have been the combination. Oh, perhaps the hide. Bit of a polite inquiry from Burl.
Good to see Ryan Burl still having a smile in his face. An inquiry from the umpire, who has no intention of putting his finger up. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 has been an interesting story. Started surely. Thaksin Ahmed bowling really well. Making sure that it has a beautiful partnership here. Pitching in line, maybe the height factor. It's in the rib cage of the batter. Bounce was the enemy for Ryan Burl at that occasion.
Nicely placed. Running the first one hard. Will easily get back for the second. Very good. Again, an expensive over. 11 of the 13th. 154 without loss. A proactive captaincy from 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. He's looking to break this partnership. He's brought on his best. Yeah, he's still there in the dugout. He's in the mood. The series tournament. Does Bangla BPL again, running the first one hard. Again, easily come back for the second. They're complementing each other so well.
Durbar Rajshahi going out of their comfort zone. Usually, Thaksin bowls a couple of overs in the power play, then comes back around the 16th or the 7th to finish off. But today, he's coming back on the 14th over. Desperate for a wicket. I don't think both these batters will hold back. The way both of them are striking the ball, keep going. It's a super Sunday, entertain one and all. Dhaka Capital is due for a win. Make it happen on a Sunday.
They had their chances. The Durbar Rajshahi on both occasions. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 was the bowler. Lit on first, and then the lefty 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Burl's opportunity.
Both occasions been dropped by the safest fielders. Akbar Ali dropped Lit on when he was on 5. A very good wicket keeper behind. Ryan Burl, one of the best going around. Very safe. It's what hurts. And at the moment, Durbar Rajshahi is ruining the fact that both the batters have been dropped.
They're giving the respect to Thaksin Ahmed. Not trying anything extraordinary here. But again, I'd like to go back to Lit on 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Shows his character, the hunger. Trying to make an impression again. Sometimes that's a good headache to have for the selectors.
He has nothing to prove. Over the years, he has proved that what a good player he is. But as I said, any player in a professional career, whether it be cricket or any sport, will go through a rough patch. When you go through a rough patch, best way to answer is by scoring runs as a batsman. And exactly what he's doing, and I'm sure the decision makers will be keeping an eye. These kind of players, you cannot keep them out for a very long time. 𝗂𝗪 just retired. You need experience playing Champions Trophy, the World Cups. These are the match winners. So I'm sure Liton Kumar does. I've known him for a long time. He's hungry for more. And who's going to benefit? Dhaka Capitals.
Right when they need it. Let's not forget he led the Bangladesh side, the national side, against West Indies in T20 and won them that. Bold. Now he's up against Thaksin Ahmed. Liton was the captain in the T20 series in the Caribbean. Thaksin, like these lot, they really do admire how he has captained the side.
As I said in the pre-match show, 2025 is going to be a very big year for Bangladesh cricket. So much cricket coming up. And leading the pack as fast bowlers is Thaksin Ahmed. His fitness is going to be crucial. The workload management is going to be something important to keep an eye on. Yes, there's a crop of good fast bowlers coming through, but you need the leader fit as much as possible. And when it comes to Liton Das, tigers are always hungry. And when they are hungry, they can be wild, looking for their food. But with Thaksin Ahmed, beg your pardon, Liton Kumar, he's someone who's quiet, who's calmer, and quietly gets the job done. That's the best part of it. 164 no loss.
Yeah, Dhaka Capitals, the openers dominating. 66 for Tanzit, 85 for Liton. Partnership now 160. Just 89 deliveries. Keep calm and bat on. That's what the mode is for Liton Das today. Let's not forget Tanzit Tamim has been attacking too from the other end. Now Durbar Rajshahi, context of the game, they need to get wickets. That is why they've opted for Shoha Ghazi, experienced fella from the Rocket end.
Pretty sure from the Rocket end there'll be some rockets fired.
Good ball, good ball.
Tried it. So 𝗂𝗪𝗓 was equal to the task by bowling it fuller. Not making the easier when it comes to Liton Kumar, who's trying to get underneath it. And I'm sure Tanzit will do the same. The message from the Dhaka Capitals dugout will be quite simple. 36 deliveries, at least, and the 72 to 75 runs.
Room for himself, and now what he's doing is Ghazi forcing the batters to try something extra.
I think it's better off for Tanzit just swinging through the line rather than trying to be too cheeky, trying to give himself room. It's a pitch like a cement, it's just killing on to the bat. Plant your front foot, go through the line.
Given the flight, that's launched off the runway. It's a 6. Tanzit Hassan, fantastic.
Keep it simple. Plant your front foot, go through the line. The pitch is good. Rest will take care of itself. A good shot. It's not turning for 𝗂𝗪𝗓. He's just killing on to the bat. He's brave to give it so much air. It's just 69 kilometers per hour. Hit me, says 𝗂𝗪𝗓.
Running the first one hard. Then decide not to risk it.
Yeah, Liton Das had no intention to come back for second run. He wants to strike back. 70-meter hit, the previous one from Tanzit. Buckle up. Fasten your seat belts. It's coming.
Field, long on, long off, deep mid-wicket, deep backward square leg for the right-hander Liton. It's also a deep point. Straight, down he goes. 4.
Told you, Shomnoy, it's coming. But this occasion didn't have the aerial route, but powerful enough. Couple of bounces and skids to the boundary. how he shapes up. Nice hit position. Opens up the front foot. Goes through the line. Keeping it really simple, 𝗏𝗏.
Well assessed and quickly. You saw he's darting some deliveries in. Treated him like a medium pacer. Hit down the line. 7-4, 6 sixes so far. Almost 220 is his strike rate. Short. Pulled. Oh, smacked out of here. 6 to end the over. 18 of the 15th. It's 178 without loss. The show is on.
𝗂𝗄𝗎 scores power play 59, very good. 7 to 15, up to 119, even better. And they're looking to really pile on the runs in the last 5 overs. 𝗏𝗏-𝗂𝗪𝗏 on 96 of just the 42 deliveries. 73 for 𝗃𝗏 𝗏 of 49. Here we go. Oh, 𝘂𝐤𝐭𝐬 does well to dig it out. Squirts it away. 𝗏𝗏-𝗏 on 96. Have a look at the last 6 previous over. Short. He'll swivel around. 𝗏𝗏-𝗏 on song. Enjoying himself. Asserting his authority. Telling everyone he's still around. 28 meters long. Oh, was not very comfortable playing that shot. Nice for Dhaka Capitals, Quickly.
Certainly is. Well, this is turning out, or shaping up, I should say, to be a big total. Could possibly be the biggest total of this season.
𝗃𝗏 𝗏 on strike. Oh, he gets it not where he wanted, but I think the fielder could have done a little better. Seemed to have that covered. That parry away allows the second run to be taken. All happening. The crowd have been really entertained with some blistering strokes from both these batters. And that is done very well. That was traveling. Good work from the skipper. Very different look, Dhaka Capitals today, isn't it?
The way they are playing, you would readily think that they're flying high on the table. You would never believe that they're rock bottom.
Right. 𝗏𝗏-𝗏𝗃𝗏 on 97. He eases into that shot. That's pressing away with the boundary. 𝗏𝗏 has scored his first T20 100 here at Sylhet. And what a time to get it. He has really enthralled the crowd. He's played with the utmost authority. He's had an array of shots. And the crowd here have been delighted to have been a part of his first 100 here. Appreciation. Well, the first Bangladeshi players to score a century. That's how it's come in just 44 balls.
Look at that shot. That is a man in form. Absolutely brilliant. All timing. What a knock. His first T20 century. Something he will never forget. 16 overs gone. 187 without loss.
This has been a masterclass from the master batter, 𝗏𝗏-𝗏𝗏. He's had wonderful support from the upcoming 𝗃𝗏 Tamim. They built up a 187-run partnership for the opening partnership of Dhaka Capitals. You do not believe The Dhaka Capitals have been languishing at the bottom of the table. Swivels, swings, puts it away. That's another big one. They're coming in quick succession.
It's a massacre here at Sylhet International Stadium. A little bit too short, and 𝗃𝗃𝗃 was quick onto it. Look at that for a stroke, all the way over mid wicket for 6. It's a carnage.
So it is. He doesn't know what to do. All the records are getting shattered here. So far, the highest partnership for the first wicket. Highest partnership in this season. And going strong for any wicket. He goes inside out. Not the easiest shot to play, but look at the manner, the ease with which he plays the shot and it's gone for another maximum. 306 of this tournament, just there.
What a massacre. And of course, this partnership is the highest ever in the history of BPL. Highest opening partnership ever. That singles brings up the 200 partnership and counting.
That was the highest partnership for the opening wicket. 200 comes up, still a lot of overs to go. You're right, this might turn out to be the highest total this time around, and Tanzid Hassan has reached 90.
And if you're just joining us, just want you to know that the Rajshahi won the toss, electing to bowl first, Shamim. And I'm quite sure, and you'll totally agree with me, it's not what they expected.
Yeah, absolutely, that was expected, and no one expected the carnage, as you put it, that's gone on here. It's absolutely shattering all records. Here's an effort in the deep. They need more of that. They have to raise their game to show some commitment, and I think it's done all right. It's just going away. Well done. You need help. With a little help from my friends, as they say. Relays it back, just runs, saves the boundary. That'll be of some relief to Shohag Ghazi. Oh, he's gone for 54 already. Has to dig that out. Comfortably enough for Liton Kumar Das. Both openers have looked ominous early on with the charge. The bowlers having problems. The dew has set in. But the manner in which they've gone about this attack, this blitzkrieg in the middle, has really not allowed any of the bowlers to even think of getting a wicket. Oh, nice. Making it look so comfortable. 17 runs of the 17th over. 204 without loss. Tanzid Hassan, Liton Kumar Das, 204 runs. Record-breaking first wicket partnership. Oh, pulls it, drags it into the deep single is all they're going to get. And both have had lives. Liton Das dropped by the keeper, and Ryan Burl dropping Tanzid early on when he was 32. Really, those two dropped catches there. Durbar Rajshahi are really going to rue those drop catches.
Costing them dearly. What a partnership. Rajshahi must be licking their wounds, having won the toss, deciding to bowl first.
Dot ball for a change. Not often that we've seen that happening. Right, and For those in the stadium, here's the cherry on the top. The BPL raffle draw gives one lucky spectator the chance to win a 𝗃𝗏 electric bike worth 1 lakh taka every day. All you have to do is stay in the stadium until the first innings. That sliced away, 𝗃𝗶𝗃𝗃, and oh my goodness, this is unbelievable. That was a simple catch, and he goes on to carry on his innings. Fortune is favoring him.
When it's not going your way, it's certainly not going your way. That was high in the air, should have been taken, got there quite comfortably and spilled it. Nothing is going the way of Rajshahi.
2 catches dropped off Sanjamul. Now he goes and drops a catch himself. Oh dear, oh dear. Full toss, crushes it through, races away to the boundary. Now they're becoming belligerent. They're really taking the bowlers on. Nothing can stop this free flow of runs. Fireworks all around.
Moves to 96, 𝗀𝗃. I'm wondering, Shamim, if in the history of the BPL, both openers have scored centuries. That's one for you.
Well, Tanzid Hassan will be his 2nd century if he gets it. You could be right. I think this might be some kind of a record. Sure it is, but it has to happen. And needs to get 4 more runs, Tanzid Hassan. Wow, Dhaka have come back from a really bad run right the way through. And talking to the skipper at post-matches, 𝗧 Pereira always saying, I don't know what we've got to do to win a match. Well, what they needed to do is bat like this. Two openers on the verge of making history once again. Oh dear, he's lost that, and he's lost that too. The bowler and the keeper. 4 wides, 4 more runs. In complete disarray at the moment.
It's getting worse, isn't it? They are certainly in disarray. Oh, look at that. What was that? Keeper had no chance. Got close, but certainly in disarray, Shamim.
Indeed, and if he was bowling to a right-hander, even then it would have been a wide. The ball's slipping out of the fingers. Oh, he doesn't know what to do. He is not happy, Chappie, at all.
They look deflated. There's still 2 overs after this. They're all but giving up. Is not what they expected after winning the toss.
Oh, just tucks it away, just gets the single, retains the strike. And look at this throw. It's right in the middle of the pitch. No, neither here nor there. Tuscan of all people. Anyway, 12 runs of the 18th over, 216 without loss. The first 4 overs, they had some sort of control, the bowlers. After that, everything went wrong. Steady around the run rate around the 12 mark.
I'm told that he wasn't selected for the Champions League. Champions Trophy, I beg your pardon. Do you think there is room for him, an extra player?
Sometimes they do carry an extra player. I don't know if this might have second thoughts about including him. I understand that. He's made a statement, hasn't he?
Certainly has. What a play he is.
Scored a 70 plus in one of the previous games. Just so good a player. Can't really keep him out of the radars. Now, 𝗧 Pereira knows there's only about 2 overs to go. He won't be needed to come in. Just getting a little bit of practice. He hopes that this is going to end up with both the batters at the end. That will be also some kind of a record. Carrying the bat by 2 batters. Yorker, done well. Very, very well done. Not the easiest, and he can't believe it. He bowls a super delivery, gets the toe end, squirts away to the boundary.
Just as I mentioned a few moments ago, Shamin, when it's not going for you, they said that was a beautifully bowled delivery, right on off stump. And look at that, it was squirted out for 4. There's nothing 𝗃𝗃𝐽𝗄𝗃 𝗂𝗃 could have done, nor the keeper.
10 more deliveries to go, and we've already reached the highest total of this edition of the Dutch Bangla Bank BPL. They're threatening the 239, which is so far the highest total scored in all BPLs, I understand. That is under threat. Going forward, going back now. That's up in there. It's going to swirl over the top. Oh, I think it's landed flush on that triangular boundary line. The wedges, they'll have to have a check on that.
I couldn't tell from here. Yeah, that looks like a 6.
And it is a 6. The roller coaster goes on. It's more like a real express train rushing down the tracks with the batting. Smashes that. Fielder coming around. And as expected, it's not going right at all for them. It goes underneath them and to the boundary.
Everything is going wrong for Rajshahi. Everything is going wrong. Oh dear. He is not happy, 𝗃𝗃𝐽𝗄𝗃, and rightly so. Spoiling his figures.
They don't mind. Look at the smiles. They haven't had a lot to smile about in the last few days. Tanzamul very annoyed with himself. Thaskin Ahmed, after 3 excellent overs, has given away 15 runs already in this over. See what it does even to a bowler of the class of Thaskin. He's got to just come back. Lovely delivery. Under pressure, slow delivery, and also that length, so good. Well, top partnerships in BPL. Tanzid Hassan, Liton Dash, so far 231 here in Sylhet, right now before your eyes. Chris Gayle and Brendan McCullum, 201 undefeated, 2017. Been a long over. It's been an expensive over by Thaskin. Can he finish it on a high? Good last delivery. Short, swing and miss. Dot ball. Thaskin finishes his 4 for 29 without taking a wicket. It's 231 without loss. The last over coming up, and what a run fest we've had here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Liton's got his century. Tanzid Hassan is on 98 of 61 balls. He's on strike. Shafiul Islam, 39 runs of 3 overs. Cuts it, beyond the fielder, goes to the boundary. Wow, this is absolutely fantastic. 2 opening batters getting centuries. Tanzid Hassan, quick time, 62 balls, 6 fours, 7 sixes, kisses the bat, and up go his teammates. This has been a grand innings.
2nd century in BPL for Tanzid. What a knock. And the history books, Shamin, have been rewritten in many ways. This is one of them. Both openers scoring hundreds. First time it ever happened. Look at that celebration. Anytime you score a century in T20 cricket, is a special moment.
He's going to throw his bat at everything, and that's gone the distance. Oh, they're really enjoying themselves. There is carnage going on in the middle. Bowlers don't know what to do. Bonked all over the place. 241 comes up. That is the highest ever total in all editions of the Bangladesh Premier League.
More history. Look at that first shot. It was a slap more than anything else. What an innings from both openers. Total carnage.
Here he goes. This is flying, but there's a fielder coming underneath that one and getting it. Getting the catch. He's disappointed. So that is the end of a wonderful, a brilliant lock by Tanzil Hassan. He has delighted the crowd. Look at that. Opposition all coming round, congratulating him. This has been absolutely top class from him.
Didn't quite get a hold of it. Hit on the inside half of the bat. And a good catch down to long on to break this magnificent partnership of 241.
Well, he's made 108 of 64. Just 3 balls, and both the batters could have been there right to the end of the innings. But not to be, doesn't matter. All his teammates come around, slap on the back, little hugs here and there, even from that little kid. They have been given a royal entertainment. The crowd, Khalid Mahmood Shujan, the coach, comes across and gives him a hug. He can raise his bat. He can say, I've done a grand job. Marvelous. Well done, young man.
Lots of history in this innings. What a thing.
Kabir comes in with 3 balls to go and immediately hits one over the top. Hey, yeah, I'm going to join the party. I might have just the 3 balls to face, but I'm going to make good use of it.
What is going on here at Sylhet? This is a massacre of the highest order. I've never seen this before, Shamim. I don't know if you have, but I haven't.
Neither have I, Ghadli. This has been so grand to watch. This is what T20 cricket is all about, but just the manner in which they've gone about their job. And when you take into consideration, this is a team which are almost down and out, low on morale, and the manner in which they come out today with the positive intent and their attacking stroke and the blitzkrieg of an innings from both the batters. And even now, with 2 balls to go, here's the man who's done it, Chubby Rahman. He'll go big. Swings the bat, deflection of the bowler. And that must have hurt, Shafiul.
Got to hurt. That was struck with some degree of power. He hasn't rubbed, trying to be brave, but I'm sure when he goes off, there'll be some ice waiting for him.
Oh.
Ouch!
Did well to get a foot to it. That's hurt, and that's hurt. Well, the overall situation of the innings has hurt the captain more than anybody else. Last ball of the innings coming. Liton Kumar Dash on strike. He moves across. He gets behind that. Come on, birdie! It's gone. The finish with a flourish. Liton Kumar Dash ends it with another maximum. The crowd are delirious. The dancing in the aisles. Liton Dash has asserted himself, made a statement, and he's gone on to 125 of just 55 deliveries. Incredible innings.
What a knock. What a knock. 254 for 1 of 20 overs. Lots of history. I'm happy to be a part of it, Shamim. Witness some real history in the BPL.
Yes, indeed. Everyone's jubilant. And Liton Kumar Dash looks, no histrionics about him, no animated celebrations, just cool, calm and collected, Just the manner in which he finishes the innings. Gets that full toss and hits it away with disdain over the top. All he can do is watch disconsolately. And here's 𝗃𝗶𝗃𝗀𝗃 smiling at last. The batting has been all about Tanzil Hassan, 108 of 64 balls. Eventually holding out in the last over. Liton Kumar Das staying not out with 125, breaking all kinds of records in terms of the opening partnership. Also the highest runs so far in all editions of the BPL. 241 runs, the opening partnership. And just a little one of 13 of 3 balls that added to that total, which went up to 254.
Just the solitary wicket to fall in the last over to 𝗂𝗄𝗃, but all the bowlers, except for Taskin Ahmed, they suffered at the hands of Liton Das and Tanzil. They were murdered, really. 254 for 1 off 20 overs.
The highlights, and what a lot of strokes you're going to see. I think this whole innings was full of highlights. It's very difficult to pick the shots because there have been 16 fours and 18 sixes in that. There was an under edge. It's not taken. The opportunity. Tanzil Hassan started to attack the bowling from about the 3rd over. Got a bit of luck. That should have been taken by Ryan Burl. And he rode his luck and really badgered and battered and really took the bowling apart. And when it happens from both ends, what can the bowlers do?
Only word to describe this is carnage. Or you can add a second one, massacre.
Carnage, massacre. You used another word in the middle. I'm not going to repeat that. You need to get someone here to stop the carnage that was going on. But this is what cricket is all about. There's the other life we're talking about. This was super from Taskin, but he managed to get a toe end of that. It's battered all around the ground. Shots which got him that 100 joint 100. This is the wicket, the lone wicket to fall. But the finish, 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 came in, helped himself to a 6, and Liton says, I'm going to finish it with a glory shot for another maximum. Absolutely fantastic, exhilarating stuff. 255, the target for Durbar Rajshahi. It's going to be a tough one, but I'm sure they're going to give it a good chase when we come back. Welcome back. We have had a run fest here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium, and this match between Durbar Rajshahi and the Dhaka Capitals in the Dutch Bangla Bank BPL. Runs galore, and there's evidence of it. Tanzil Hassan, 108 of 64. Liton Kumar Das not out on 125 of 55 balls. Strike rate of 227, 10 fours, 9 sixes.
The batters have dined out. We keep saying this at night, this time of the year. The dew factor, the ball sliding on. So the entertainment has been superb, to say the least. What, 241, what a stand from the openers.
Just a pity that both of them could not go to the end of the innings. That would have been another record. 2 batters in. Mohammad Haris, 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 Hussain have got their work cut out. They've got to go at 12.75 from the word go. That's going to be mammoth pressure. The scoreboard pressure is definitely going to work on them. Abu Jahid Rahi, 64 wickets in his BPL career. Here we go with the chase. Didn't make the right contact, thus no runs to start off with.
Yeah, well, just looking at that power play in terms of the DCs, it was 59. So when you look at that, you say, okay, that's not bad. It's pretty good. And that's what you want, isn't it? Power play where you're going to go and you're going to carve it up a little bit. And you certainly have to. But I suppose on the other side of the coin there, Shimon, is that you know what you've got to get, right? You mentioned it's over 12s. It's a lot, but it's not impossible, sir.
Oh, that is close, and that is given. That looked pretty straight to me. Has taken The review, possibly an inside edge. That's the only thing I think that could save him.
TV umpire to director, who have a player's review for leg before, given out. I checked fit, it's a fair delivery. Can I have front on? Ball appears very close to the bat. Can I have 𝗬𝗪𝐴 for confirmation? Freeze the replay. Go back and freeze the replay. I can see the 𝗃𝐨𝐮𝐵 bat next to the ball next to the bat. Satisfied, no gap between bat and ball. Asif, you need to change your decision. Stand by. You are on screen now.
Yeah, he has to change his decision as I suspected. It was pretty straight, but immediately batter Harris going upstairs and definite inside edge to that. There he goes, he swings across the line and the ball misses the wicket.
Yeah, no snicko there, Shamim, just as well. But jokes aside, Asif Yaqub, Pakistani ump, understandable in a way, because of the noise. You also got to factor that in for the umps. They get one shot of it down the line, that's it, one look at it. And that next shore, when you look at a replay, it seems, wow, that's a big edge. But it's relatively close to the pad and all of that and lining things up. So thank goodness for technology, Shammers.
Down the wicket. He is caught in an awkward position. It came down the wicket. Rahi, Abu Jad, wise to the fact, just angled the ball in, cramped him for space.
Yeah, once again, it'll underline the fact that if you're a new ball quick bowler in the power play of T20, you have to have that variety, use of the crease, changes of pace, lots of cutters as we appreciate, but also you've got to be so good on your feet as a quick bowler. Long run up and the batter starts moving around, you've got to be very clear in what you want to execute, what you want to deliver in terms of what the batter's trying to achieve.
Despite the fact that they are controlling things, they've just posted a fielder at deep mid-wicket, taken the slip off. There he is, just standing there in the deep backward square leg, also on the boundary. The two boundary riders allowed. He goes. They're trying to throw virtually everything. Throw the bat at virtually everything and not succeeding. With the change of pace, the change of angles, it's been intelligent over from Abu Jad, and immediately the required run rate jumps over the 13 mark.
Ah, hurrah, isn't it? Eh? Look at that, just quietly, because you've only got 2 off 5. It's all very well to say, well, this should disappear and be smashed, but again, you've got to give a bit of kudos to the bowler. If he's just bowling a beautiful line and length, a bit of shape, possibly a little bit of swing, a little bit of cut, just enough. Got to be wary.
Oh, this is gone. This is a super delivery. A little bit of a tentative push forward, faint edge, simple catch for the keeper. Guess who? Liton Kumadaj behind the wicket.
Talk about a signal to the selectors. I can hear and feel some of my colleagues saying. But lovely, healthy Nick. And again, proves just that good old classic. Chapter 1, verse 1, line and length, a little bit of nick. And Mohamed Harris, you're out of here for a blob. It's 2 for 1.
The captain comes in at a time of stress, duress, pressure. Call it what you may. But this is the time when it's going to be so difficult. It's a massive mountain. It's the Himalayas. It's the Mount Everest to climb in terms of runs. Muqaddal Islam, 27 wickets in his BPL career. Oh, he's swinging away from him. And really depending on wild hits won't do.
A lot of fresh air, but not here. There's a nice little nick through to Liton Das. Healthy one. Lovely. Look where the batter goes. Doesn't go anywhere with the feet. So kudos in terms of Abu Jayed with that lovely line and length.
Oh, this is exceptional bowling. When your partner gives you that initial momentum with the wicket, you get your tails up. Mugdo is very impressive. He uses his height very well.
Yeah, some of them lucky, Shammers. We missed out with those when they're handing out the legs. But this fellow, my word. Yeah, tall timber. Impressed so far.
Flip in position. Oh, they're throwing the bats at everything. And when things don't go your way, even the inside edge, which might normally have gone for 4, has been stopped.
The old cricketing gods, isn't it? It's a tough gig, but hey, Animal Huck, you won the toss. You wanted to go up front and bowl. So it just goes to show you what can transpire if and when your opening batters are so motivated. 𝗵𝗃𝗃 clearly, your good self, Shamim. 𝗃𝗃 saying how he's been left out of the Champions Trophy squad for the Tigers. 𝗵𝗃𝗃, that is. What a great response. Oh, you're kidding me. There's another. Shammers, let's celebrate early.
Well, it's the skipper. And it's the man behind the stumps. Nothing can go wrong for Liton Kumar Das. He's just playing down the wrong line. Little nip away from the seam, I suspect. Let's have a look at this. And gets the inside edge. Thank you very much. I'll add a couple of catches to my century and have a heyday. The bowler is happy. He celebrates. And Rajshahi down in the dumps have lost the second wicket. 3 for 2 as the skipper goes without bothering the scorers. Durbar Rajshahi losing the wickets. He's playing away from his body. This is the inside edge and the easiest of takes. It's good accuracy, good tight bowling from both ends.
Yeah, spot on, Shamim. Lovely little channel, but also the length. Is into the surface. You mentioned the height for Muqaddul. Perfect. Just that lovely little bit of nibble. Yasser Ali, all the best, buddy.
What about that? Out! Gone! It's the Yorker length. He's gone for the review. And once again, I repeat, the only thing that can save him will be a little bit of nick onto the pads. They've gone upstairs.
TB umpire to director, we have a player's review for LBW, given out. I checked fit, it's a fair delivery. Can I have front on, please? Ball appears very close to the bat. Can I have 𝗿𝗃𝗃 for confirmation? Stand by, Shumon. 𝗿𝗃𝗃 building.
Here it is.
Can you show me one more time for me? Frame by frame, go back, move forward. No spikes. I can see clear gap between bat and ball. Satisfied. Clear gap between bat and ball. Ball tracking, please, when you're ready. Pitching in line, impact in line, wicket missing. Mac, you need to change your decision. You are on screen now.
Well, he's got to change his decision. I initially thought there was a little bit of touch with the bat, but it was going down leg.
Very excited from the fast bowling fraternity from up here. Give it out! And he did, but no.
Oh, another one that nipped back in, but nicely negotiated. They need some runs to give them some relief have got the boundary at last. After 2, it's 7 for 2. Uphill task, not uphill task, Danny, up mountain task for Durbar Rajshahi. They've lost 2 wickets. Really staring down the barrel of a gun. Here's the guy with some success early on. 1 for 1 of 1. Oh, swing around. That is a good shot. It stood up to be hit and immediately swiveling around and sending it to the boundary.
Yeah, Jai just missing his length there. It's a bit more pace on, I reckon. It whacked it into the surface. It, sat up rather nicely and said, yeah, spank me, please. Got enough of it. Delightful.
Oh, good comeback, but nice. That is delectable. Didn't have to hit it too hard. Just opened the face, drove it square, off it went to for another boundary.
Now, pace on can be your enemy as well, from a bowling perspective, but not from the batting one. A delightful precision with dissecting that gap there. Beautiful, wasn't it? Simple, easy, done.
It's so nice to the eye. I think even the bowler appreciated that. Just open the face. Oh, now that throws up from just back of a length. Oh, had a bit of confusion for the batter to ride that.
Well, talk about another quick bowler being vertically challenged. This one is like from a taller man. Look at that go. That's Ambrose-esque. Look at this. King Kurt's on the house and he's smiling. Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, now, upish. Did it go to hand? Did it just fall short?
Yes. Doesn't carry, but still, he's gone back to that golden length. Jayad asking questions there. Lovely little searching length. Another night that does carry.
Well, they need a good over to come back into the game somehow. Oh, good ball. Generating quite a bit of pace. Not the paciest of bowlers, Abu Jayad Rahi.
Not a lot of him, is there? He's not like he's this powerfully built, stocky guy. Shorter guys that really do generate pace in his fast arm action. Now he's just wanting to sort his field, given 𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂 here? Let's see what he can do here. Can he close the over out? First 2 balls disappear to the boundary, so he's fighting back here. It's Jai.
Got that fielder positioned at deep backward point and the other one exactly on the opposite side, deep backward square. Does come back well to close up the over. 9 from that one. After 3, it's 16 for 2. Give them some more runs to be happy with. They're neutrals mostly. And enjoyed some good cricket. Down the wicket, gives him the charge to no avail.
And it might be stating the obvious. When you think about 14 off and overs, the asking rate, yeah, tough gig. You might as well not die wondering, as they say in the trade. Got to give it a go. You've got to be positive. First 6 overs, you all understand, only 2 gentlemen allowed outside the 30-metre circle. So really have to do this. You have to have a go and be super positive.
He keeps on going for it, but the problem is he's getting so far inside the line of the ball. It's very difficult to put bat on ball. Essentially needs to go down to the line of the ball and then whack it. But he's making that initial movement backward just like that. You'll see here. He's nowhere near the line of the ball. Not even trying to get a toe into that. There he goes, up in the air, catch it is the call, and it has been caught. That is absolutely top class. It was swirling in the air for a while, but he had to cover a bit of ground, 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃, and took that very, very nicely.
Oh, old Dracula eyes. Well, he had to have those eyes to take this. What a cracker. Wondering when I'd catch up with him. A lovely study and concentration to the night sky. And it's a smart catch. Looked easy. That's where 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 made it look easy. Hussain gone for 11. Rajshahi. 3 down now for 16.
Well, it's falling apart. The Durbar Rajshahi innings, losing wickets at regular intervals. This is the catch. It's in the air for a while, so he had to do a little bit of judging of the trajectory of the ball. Did well and took it nicely and ensured that when his elbows hit the ground, it didn't pop out.
Yeah, well spotted, Shamim. It was, wasn't it? Because you think about the moisture, the dew factor, all those sorts of things thrown in. It's a very smart catch.
On the leg side, having trouble to put bat on ball. It's been so difficult with that massive total. The scoreboard pressure is having an enormous effect on the batters and their approach.
I just think that's the way of the modern era, isn't it? There's the no fear factor. You've got to go out and swing, but sensibly. And obviously pick your moment, as it were. You haven't got a lot of moments, I appreciate, but still, you've got to be sensible, not try and lose your shape and slog. Still play good cricket shots, but yeah, you've got to be busy.
Oh, that's good. That's very nice, but they had that fielder posted at deep square third. Just ensure he came across and stopped that from going over. 1 run and a wicket in the 4th over. It's not going to do.
Got to keep going, keep swinging. And look, so be it. If you're bowled out for 80 or 90, but you're going for it. You haven't got a choice in a way. And frustratingly for Rajshahi, they have lost their top order.
Oh, they might lose one more, just over the attempt made by Liton Kumar Das. That would have been a spectacular catch. Maybe he got a better glove to that one. Kept on going away from him. 4 done, 21 for 3. Right from the word go, this has been a very one-sided affair. This is the last boundary, but the chance of a wicket.
What a seed, what a great delivery, and what a great effort too from Liton Das. Just kept going and going. It was his catch, to be fair. Certainly was the keeper's, no doubt. No, it really was humming off that outside edge and kept getting big.
Yeah, he's human after all. After the superhuman effort in getting that century his first, taking 2 catches, relatively simple ones. Yeah, he's telling himself, I possibly could have got it. This is my day.
Often the way, isn't it? You do one of your skill sets so well, and he's batted first and played amazingly well. And then it flows into your other skill set, which is fielding, keeping, in his case. Just a shame, I think, for the DCs that one didn't stick. You really are on a roll here.
I know who's going to have a smile on his face at post-match today. That man there. Oh, gone! Another one! He's just tried to blast it away across the line with the horizontal bat, and all he did is miss the ball, and all the ball had to do is hit timber.
Shamim Chowdhury, you are a wicket taker of note in the hot seat, and wickets are tumbling here. Rajshahi, you really are in the mire now. It's a lovely bit of presentation of the seam from Abujayed. It's the top and middle, spot on. The 4th one down now. Akbar Ali, just a single. It's 21 for 4 now.
The Durbar Rajshahi innings falling apart like a 𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂 at Sylhet. Complete disarray.
Oh, once again, it's that lovely length, isn't it? It's too short in a way to drive. Warrants a shot where you've got to go over the top. We're still in the power play, folks. Got to keep going. Look at that, right at the top of middle. What a cracker.
Couple of wickets now for the two opening bowlers. What can 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗀𝗃 do? He's got to slip in position. He thought of going for it, given as a wide, getting a little overexcited. Abujad Rahi, understandable. I wonder what made the change of fortune for Dhaka Capitals. Is it the arrival of a bald-headed man from down under?
From the Shire. The old rings and everything.
Good ball, well played, but well played is not going to be good enough, is it? They've got to throw caution to the wind.
I said it just moments ago, Sham, is that you have to keep going. Asking rate's 15 now. But, one of these chaps, they have a little get together. Just shows you difference. We love a lefty. Got the left-hander in now, 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗀𝗃. So you get him in. 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗀's out there, and you just say, look, could he dine out now for the next sort of 7 to 8 overs? Needs to.
Oh, very tentative, half-hearted attempt at trying to put bat on ball. Ain't gonna do. Got to show some more attacking instincts. As you said, you cannot die wandering, can you? Make an effort.
Well, the crowd have still stayed, but they're a little restless now and frustrated. But isn't this good for Dhaka fans back in the capital? For the DCs, believe it, they haven't won a game yet, Shammers.
You should have come earlier. Maybe they'd have changed their fortune a little earlier than today, but they've got a start. They're going to get a start today with the points. Yorker. Nicely done. What about that? When things go your way, they go your way.
Yeah, the old juices are flowing. Certainly here from Abujad. His lines and lengths worked out. Got a curve as well. Rhythm going sweetly for the bowler. 2 for 11. End of his third. Well done, sir.
He's going the other way. And springing their steps with the tails up. He just dives away from the momentum of his body and stops the ball. Nicely behind that delectable shot. They need more of those and in a hurry. 5 overs done. It's 26 for 4.
Mustafizur Rahman back in the attack, but what a start. Well, certainly Lichun Kumar Das and Tanzid Hassan Tamim light this Sylhet International Cricket Stadium with some fire. Both getting into to pick up hundreds. Lovely delivery, and that too for the very first time in the history of BPL, the openers going on to pick up hundreds. And in the fashion of how they managed to score those runs, it was simply outstanding. Swashbuckling inning from Lichun Kumar Das. He must have been disappointed not to see him in the Champions Trophy squad. 8-4. Good evening, Amaha. What a display of batting earlier on, and now bowling.
Good evening, Arthur. Good evening, one and all. It has been a standard performance by the senior players of Dhaka Capitals. First with the bat by the 2 magnificent hundreds, followed by the opening spell. Durbar Rajshahi Heading into this game, probably the favourites to win this game. They've been rocked by some sensational batting, and now with some sensational bowling with the new ball. In comes Mustafizur in as the first change.
Yeah, there would have been a tremendous amount of pressure when you go on to bat and you see the opposition have racked up 254, which is also the highest in all of BPL. It was the manner they scored those runs, and they scored those runs so quickly. Litton Kumar Das remaining unbeaten on 125 of 55 deliveries. Tanzid Hassan, 108 of 64, adding 241 for the opening partnership. But the backs were against the wall. Dhaka Capitals, shot. He will not bother to run. That is just caressed away through the covers for the boundary.
Yeah, beautiful shot on the up. Wasn't a half volley at all. Covered the line. Nice head position. Weight leading towards the delivery. Bat makes contact with the ball at the right place at the right time. It's a beautiful shot. That will be a confidence booster for the young man, Yasir.
He's also played a very good inning. The first match that they played in this edition of the Bangladesh Premier League, when he went on to score 94. Overbowled, unbeaten 94 in just 47 deliveries. But the problem for them at the moment is that they've lost just too many wickets. Forget about the run rate. If you look at that, it's more than 15. The idea was to make sure that you have wickets in hand and then you go and try. But Dhaka Capital bowlers were on the money. Well, he's got a thing to say. A good delivery. Very good. Concedes a couple of boundaries in that over. After 6, Rajshahi, 34 for 4. Look at what they did, Dhaka Capitals with the bat. 59 at the power play, 119 between the 7 and 15, and then 76 the last 5 to rack up that highest ever total in the history of BPL. Power play done, 34 for 4. And this is a really special performance because Dhaka Capital had their backs against the wall. They have played prior to this match 6 matches and not a single win. This is a terrific one. This is really good for them to come back in form and in that fashion.
I'm sure all the players, the management, everyone involved in the Dhaka Capital setup will be in cloud 9, and they will continue to do so. A hoik by Mehrab, missed it, and Mosaddek Hossain strikes in his first over.
Rajshahi's innings is falling apart. The bowlers were taken apart earlier on, and now the batters. Goes through the defense, looking to play that big shot. Mehrab missing it, and the ball doing the rest to hit the stumps. Goes out for 4. Half the side back in the hut for 34, Rajshahi. Another wicket falls. Nothing, simply nothing has gone their way throughout the match for Durbar Rajshahi. A good delivery. Yeah, he liked it. He enjoyed it. Now finally some smiles on the faces. Oh, under edge. Under edge. That'll go to the boundary.
That will encourage Mosaddek simply because it's turned a bit. And hence that's why it turned and kept a bit low. Got the bottom edge of the bat. Previous occasion, it went with the arm, struck the stump, struck the timber. Straight away, Ryan Burl trying to be attacking, giving himself room.
Now, what do you tell the batters, if you're in the dressing room, if you're a part of the coaching staff, what is the message across to the batters in the middle? 39 for 5. What do you want to see them do in the middle?
Very simple. Play for pride. And also 2 batters in the middle. Realistically, this game is gone from Durbar Rajshahi. But as individual, you can have a good hit. There's plenty of many games to go. But most importantly, play for your pride. 39 for 5.
Shah Ghazi, Sanjamul Islam and Shafiul Islam in at 8, 9, 10. I think this is the pair. This is the pair where they can put their hands up and say, okay, let's try. And this can get really interesting. Dhaka will get, if they're going to win this one, should go on and grab 2 points. What happens then is that if you look at the Chittagong, Khulna, Rajshahi and Sylhet, they're all on 4 points. So this can turn into an interesting phase, especially when we go to Chattogram. Pramanullah in the attack, because Dhaka after this performance will be eyeing to pick up more points by going to win more matches, and they can actually get into that contention of trying to qualify for the playoffs.
And most importantly, fear factor in the top of the table will be very much on Dhaka Capitals. When they bring their A game out, the way they are battered, the way they are bowled, the way they are fielded. And this side has quality players. In the last few games, they just did not gel in and did not play as a team. Needed some sort of inspiration. They got it today through 2 of the batsmen who got the hundreds, Tanzir Hassan and Liton Das. All I can say, watch out for Dhaka Capitals. This can be the game changer, a bit of luck changer for them to be competitive again.
Yeah, you mentioned those 200s, Maha. And there have been now 500s in this edition of the Bangladesh Premier League. And out of the 500s, 3 have been from Dhaka. 2 tonight, and there's 𝗃𝗓𝗃𝗃. So if they can get their act together, oh, then watch out, because they look a dangerous side, especially tonight. So you can't really afford to take them lightly. Yes, they haven't won a single game. And when they go on to win tonight, that'll be by a massive margin, I can tell you that. Dhaka Capitals getting into their groove.
Yeah, good bouncer, right on the money. Liton Das enjoyed it. Played it awkwardly in the end by Ryan Burl. His weight is behind, almost stepping onto the stumps. It's a proper bouncer and a reply by the fast bowler.
Down the leg side. And what it also does is, if you're looking at the team management, not sure what is the right combination to go ahead with Dhaka Capitals. They made now 193 the last match. They went on to lose that one. But after tonight's performance, I think Khalid Mahmood Shujon, the head coach, will be very happy, and he'll be telling his boys, okay, hang on, fine. We've proved what we can do with the bat, but you need to show a little bit of more consistency.
Boy, they don't have another game tomorrow. Imagine Dhaka Capitals playing another game in this form, red-hot form. Probably traveling to Chattogram, have a few days off, and all of a sudden they go again. Sometimes when a team loses many games as Dhaka Capital have done, wins a game, they just want to continue playing, carry that momentum going forward. So they have to start over again, gather, regroup up in Chattogram, have a reality check, and just get to top 4. The idea is to get top 4. Once you get into the top 4, anyone's game. Exactly what's coming up for Dhaka Capitals. A piece of fielding by the bowler backing up, resulting in another single.
And the kind of dominance that they've shown while batting and now bowling, and that opposition, the other teams will be keeping a very close eye on Dhaka Capitals. It's simply been brilliant, and the fans have been treated to something very special. Yeah, historic moment in the history of Bangladesh Premier League. The highest score, the highest opening partnership For the very first time, 2 openers scoring hundreds. After 8, Rajshahi 45 for 5. Yeah, they started their campaign. Dhaka Capitals were lost to Rangpur Riders of 40 runs. 7-wicket loss to Rajshahi, the same opposition where they're tearing them apart at the moment. Khulna Tigers lost by 20. And again, Rangpur Riders losing it by 7 wickets. Chittagong Kings made short work of Dhaka in their last match. 7 wickets. And then Sylhet Strikers also going on to win by 3 wickets. Not this time around. Straight to the fielder. He looks pretty pleased and happy. Why not? Why not? You would be, as a captain, what you've seen your team has done so far. Again finds the fielder in the deep. Yeah, and right here in the grandstand we have Zone 36, a heartfelt tribute to the wounded student warriors of that historic movement. It's a moving reminder of how much courage and resilience shaped our nation.
Bowling it flat and quick, Mosaddek Hussain, understanding Yasir Ali is looking for something in his arc, something in his area to go over the top. And just on 𝗃𝗃, I feel for him. It's a wonderful career in international cricket. 6 out of 6, got the teams wrong when it comes to how many changes. Today just made 1 change. And for a change, he got it right by saying only 1 change. And all of a sudden, they have a brilliant game. With that boundary, pins up the 50 for Durbar Rajshahi.
Even Sabbir Rahman showed really good form when he smashed that 80-odd of just 33 deliveries. So he still have the batting depth. They will not only rely on Tanzid Hassan and Lichun Kumar Das. Yes, that was short and wide. Put away quite nicely by Ryan Burl. Picks up his 2nd boundary. Yeah, well bowled. Little bit closer to the body.
Ryan Burl predominantly giving himself room to the off spin and trying to crash to the offside. In this kind of conditions, a pitch which is skidding on, going through the line is not a bad option as well. This time, steady in the middle stump, just working towards the mid-wicket for a single. That may be an option that Ryan Burl can look in for. 52 for 5 after 9 overs.
Yeah, that opening partnership between Lichun Kumar Das and Tanzid Hassan Tamim is also the 2nd highest partnership in all men's T20 cricket. 241, the opening partnership, ending up with 254 for 1. Right. That's a top edge. It's gone to the boundary.
When you flash hard. And Ryan Burl exactly what he did here. Trying to open up the offside. 133 clicks from Farmanullah. And the rest will take care of itself. Boundaries aren't the biggest at the Sylhet International Stadium. Outside edge was way too good enough. And 3rd man had no chance.
Yeah, better connection. Flat, 1 bounce to the fence.
Guilty of bowling too short, Farmanullah. Is kidding on to the bat under lights. And if batsman gets in, lots of runs to be made. Saw win for Lichun Das and Tanzid Hassan was going strong. That's exactly what they did. Ryan Burl, as we spoke earlier, it's a great opportunity. Get a 70-80 not out.
He's been given too much width. Or goes inside the line of the ball, missing it completely. Whenever there's an opportunity, especially if it's wide and short, puts it away. And now that's exactly what 𝗂𝗧 really needs to do. And he's picked up 4 boundaries, but he's only scored 17 runs of 12 deliveries.
Plenty of changes in the field as a left-hander is at the non-strikers, and 𝗃𝗶𝗃𝗃 plants himself at mid-off, both in the circle. Don't be surprised if the slippery bouncer of Farmanullah, which has been quite effective in the BPL, targeting 𝗂𝗧 with that bouncer, or maybe even a bluff.
He goes down the wicket, shouts of catch it, the fielder coming underneath it and takes it. I think it's Muneem Sharia. Had to go Yasir Ali. But in the end, it's a wicket. It's a very good catch on the deep.
Yeah, bowling short to Yasir Ali, the tactic most teams use, works this time for Dhaka Capitals. Cross seamer. Possibly wanted to go over long off, a flat bat stroke, sliced it, and a good catch. Oops, little fumble. Not the most convincing, but in the end, get the job done, Munir. 1 for 17, Yasir. Rajshahi 61 for 6.
Shuagardin is in the middle because of this. He really went after it, sliced it. In the end, it sliced. So it went really up in the end, never easy. And look, in the end, he hangs on to it. Maybe trying to go over the top of the cover. Muneem Sharia somehow hangs on to it. Straight away, there's slip in place for Ghazi. Oh, looks close, plumb in front, given. Well, I think he might have just taken the review. Has he? Yes, he has.
TV umpire to director, we have a player's review for LBW given out. I checked fit is a fair delivery. Move on to front on, please. Just for confirmation, ball tracking, 𝗬𝗪𝐼, please.
Fielding, sir.
Clear gap between bat and ball, satisfied. No bat in ball. Ball tracking, please.
Here it is.
Pitching outside of, impact in line, wicket hitting. Shumon, stay your original decision. You are on screen now.
Yeah, good decision. He was spot on straight away. Plumb in front. He will be on hat trick. It's 2-2 for Farmanullah. Shoaib Ghazi gone for naught. 61 for 7. Yeah, we haven't seen a hat trick yet. We've seen centuries. We've seen 7 for 19. The best bowling figures this edition from Taskir Ahmed, and he has an opportunity to pick up a hat trick.
It's that sort of a day. Records have been broken. We had the highest score in BPL being scored. Can it be a hat-trick as well for Farmanullah, who has bowled really well? My gut says it's definitely on.
Sanjamul Islam is the batter, and there are a couple of slips in place. This is a good move from his skipper, Thisara Pereira. Straight away he's gone round the wicket. He has to make sure that he forces the batter to play at this delivery. Too wide. He took the bait. What an over. 2 wickets in that over, comes to an end after 10. Rajshahi in a heaps lot of trouble. It's 61 for 7.
Trying to make room for himself, Ryan Burl. Mustafizur back into the attack. But Farmanullah Safi amongst the wickets. This is the last one. Yeah. Get on. It's get on. And hurried Shohagazi would have gone on to hit the leg stump. Good decision. Umpire on field. And well, they're very, very far away. Halfway through the innings, Mustafiz. Hold in the air. Away from that fielder. And boundary against the run of play from the bat of Ryan Burl.
I'm afraid it's a case of too little too late. Even though we are at the halfway mark, 7 wickets already gone. There's no coming back for the Rajshahi. None whatsoever. This is a one-horse race. Look at the required run rate, Chamonix. Almost 20. With 3 wickets in hand, virtually impossible.
Surely, surely. No, but having lost 6 matches, now on to their 7th Dhaka Capitals. Mustafizur still not amongst the wickets, and hence the captain has handed him the ball. Want him to take wickets and put the nail in the coffin. Nicely played, nicely played. Timing from Sanzamol off the mark with the boundary.
It was a good shot. Slightly wide of off stump. And just squirted past backward point. But there's no coming back. After being plundered for 254 of 20 overs for the loss of a single wicket, the Rajshahi were deflated. Mentally, they were gone. That 254 knocked the stuffing out of them one time. There was no coming back.
A fielder there. Jobs just short. Islam claiming that he lost it in the lights. 11 runs of the 11th, 72 for 7. Topping it is Yamamoto and Kadowaki from Japan, and they did it against China in 2024. Moves across, well played. Finds the gap. Burl carrying on.
Might as well have some fun. Went so far across his off stump. Look at that. And was good enough to clip it down to fine leg for 4.
Different, all in white, implying Pease is the most enthusiastic fan of the match. Got an instrument in his hand as well. But yeah, speaking of records galore, with this 𝗀 𝗀𝗃 and 𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗀 partnership, this is the 6th instance in T20 history that both openers have scored 100 in the same innings. The first time two Bangladeshi players scored a T20 century in the same match. Highest partnership by runs in BPL history, highest team total in BPL history, and 𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗀 century is the second fastest by Bangladesh in recognized T20. The first was 𝗃𝗵𝗴𝗲 Hussain Imon by 42 balls. That's our crew. Oh, well played. He's just enjoying his batting as well.
Why not? They're never going to win this game, so you might as well have some fun, play some shots, see what kind of total you can end with.
Self-service, helping it on its way. Ryan Burl putting up some resistance, some fight on behalf of Durbar Rajshahi. 2 boundaries already in this over. Change of pace, nicely played. Was again looking to pierce that gap. Currently, it has been 𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗀𝗃 who's actually pacing the field, asking the bowlers, even when Farmanullah Safi in his previous over was on a hat-trick, he asked him to come around the wicket. He's pretty much playing the role of the captain. 𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗀𝗃.
I mean, he's an experienced campaigner, so I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Into the boundary goes for 4. That was a good shot with a little bit short, and it hits quay of the wicket on the offside and crashes into the boundary goes for 4. 12 from the over. 84 for 7.
Now, all gone on to mention how Dhaka Capitals have lost the first 6 matches. It was visible. It's the 7th match, and records galore. The last delivery of the previous over, roll of the fingers off cutter. Plenty of time for him to just rock back and be on top of it. Hammered. Smashed for 4. Full toss. Oh, crisp through the gap. 4 from Burl. And he moves on to 49 now.
Full toss. And he is having fun. Burl, he knows, of course, is virtually all over for them, but nevertheless gets some runs on the board for himself personally.
Beg your pardon, boundary reached on to 45, and the single now makes it 46. Against the odds, currently, and here in Sylhet for the evening matches. All the teams fielding first have won it. Very different tonight.
Certainly is. It's not even close.
And depends on the deficit. We might have other records on the cards as well by the time we finish the match.
Very, very possible.
moves the front leg away, looking to go for the hit, misses it altogether. What, even speaking neutrally, from Dhaka's point of view, what they want to do is finish things off quickly. Go for the attack.
That should be the order of the day. Try and get these remaining 3 wickets as quickly as possible.
Boundary and 3 singles in this one, 91 for 7. Because Rajshahi still did 164 runs. But they gave it the ball. Oh, pierced the gap. Cover drive from Sanzamul. Greets Musaddiq with the boundary. Got him! Oh yes, he gets his revenge, wins the battle. Celebration and some words on offer from Musaddiq.
I don't think any bowler would mind that. Getting hit for 4 and then get the wicket the very next delivery. What kind of celebration is this? Roll away to the pavilion, he's saying. Islam is going for 11. Rajshahi in all sorts of trouble. 95 for 8.
Oh. Two deliveries in this over. Boundary in the first, wicket in the second. This is how. Slider coming around the wicket. Even varied the pace, took some pace off, did Musaddiq.
Trying to play square on the offside, missed it completely. How dare you hit me for 4? Taskin Ahmed, the new batter. Known more for his bowling than his batting.
Absolutely, sir. This is also an opportunity when you can actually put your batting skills to the test. Short delivery. Now, plenty of maths will come into play, might come into play as we enter the business end of the tournament. If they go on to win another 5 matches after this, they'll end up on 12 points, Dhaka Capitals, optimistically thinking. The biggest margin of win in BPL, 119 by Chittagong Kings, and they are surely in the race for that. Our Dhaka Capitals. Now, if they do manage to win by the biggest margin also, that helps their net run rate overall.
That is why it's so important for them to get the remaining 2 wickets as quickly as possible. Win by the biggest of margins. More history in the making. End of the over, 96 for 8.
The throw was in. There has been a bit of an appeal, and Asif Yaqub has gone upstairs.
Just because they were too much interested for their side.
Review for a run out. Yep.
I'll give it to you anyway, sir. 3 to 1 till you go.
Better roll inside and belts off. I am satisfied. I am ready to make my decision in big screen.
𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 not out is the decision. 96 for 8. 6 more overs to go. They're all ready finally to proceed on with the over. The fizz from the Dutch Bangla Bank end. Rajshahi need 159. Fizz to Thaksin. Aerial towards the gap. Importantly for the batting side. Be back for the second.
They say the biggest margin of victory is by 119 runs. Still a long, long way for the Rajshahi to not get in the record books.
Yeah, the biggest margin of wins in the BPL. We saw it was in Mirpur back in 2013. Chittagong Kings, they played their part of this Dutch Bangla Bank Bangladesh Premier League, powered by Rocket, co-sponsor 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Well, this time it's going to be the Capitals and smile faces. The rare smile. Good to see. Back in the Dhaka camp. Goes aerial, catches the call. Up and over. Thaksin smashes a 6.
What a blow by Thaksin Ahmed, showing his batting prowess. You get too close to me, I'm going to have a go. And that's exactly what he did. That was a good blow.
Terrific hit from Thaksin. Against the odds, they're putting up some resistance. There's the experience of Mustafizur.
I reckon the Fizz probably slightly underestimate the batting of Thaksin. Decided, you know what? Let me get my thing together. Now he's changing angle. He's going around the wicket, just making a slight adjustment to his field as well. Deep fine leg is coming into short fine leg, and the short mid wicket going back to deep mid wicket. There's also a long on and a deep backward square on the onside. In the air, it's high in the night sky. The mid wicket is coming in, and he takes the catch. Takes the catch. Good one in the end. Had to cover a lot of ground, but he did it very well.
The fielding change just before the delivery comes into place and it works. Tanzil Tamim with a good catch. On the wet field, slipped, but made sure that he hung on to the ball. Thaksin going for another blow. Didn't really time it. Was high up. Slides, slips to his side, but holds on, does Tanzil. Thaksin goes for 9. Rajshahi are 104 for 9. Shaful is the last batter in for Durbar Rajshahi. Yeah, is a fast bowler. And here's the wicket.
Went very high in the night sky. It was a good catch in the end because it's not always easy to take those. Sometimes he could lose it in the lights. And he's saying, good field placings.
Well defended, nicely behind it was Shaful, but finally Mustafizur amongst the wickets. 104 for 9 after 15.
Well, Ryan Burley has tried his best. Never easy. Never easy when you see that the opposition has racked up that massive total. They've gone past 250, 254 for one in the 20 overs, Dhaka Capitals. And then you start losing wickets right, left and centre. He's moved nicely to 46 of 30. He's been in good nick. Even the last match he got a quick fire 40, was player of the match, picked up a couple of wickets. And nothing really has worked in their favour. In any department, I'm afraid so. It just has been a one-way traffic. With the bat for Dhaka Capitals, now with the ball. Good evening, Danny.
Evening, Asa, and last rights here of match 18. Yeah, you get a total like that nature of over 250 in T20. Certainly going to play havoc mentally for the side coming out to reply. So one can appreciate what's going on. Hustling. Oh, you're kidding. Is this it? Is this all done? I think it is. I think this is it. Positive. Look at the energy from the Capitals in the field.
Give
Burl's
number
going
to
be
director.
furious.
We have an umpire's review for run out.
I think he's done.
Bowling end. Can show me the side on angle, please.
Stand by, sir. Here it is.
Batter well outside, bails off. Satisfied. I am ready to make my decision in big screen.
And that's it. What a show. What a show from Dhaka Capitals. Finally, Dhaka Capitals have got their mojo back thanks to that brilliant and a blistering knock of 125. And also 100 from Tanzid Hassan. A massive opening partnership of 241. Ensured that they go on to win by 149 runs. Would you believe this? Dhaka Capitals winning by that margin of 149 runs. That's the largest margin of victory in the history of BPL. Records have been broken right, left and center, Danny. What a show. What a show.
Lovely to turn up to. It's great to be here in 2025 here in Sylhet, the International Cricket Stadium, and really has been a margin of note. Look at that confirmation, 149 to the Dhaka Capitals, and I'm enlightened that it's their first victory in this edition. The was it Dutch Bungler Bank BPL. So kudos to Dhaka Capitals bringing up their first victory tonight.
It's the number 7, Danny. 7-time lucky. They played 6 matches before. They lost all 6 matches. Not this time around. Durbar Rajshahi in chase of 254. Bundle out inside the 16th over. 15.2 overs. Gone for 1 of 5. And look at that. Look at that scorecard. Ryan Burl, the lone fighter. 47, unbeaten of 32. And nothing. Literally nothing from the rest.
Yeah, when you post a total of 254 bowling and going up front, the top order really couldn't respond and match power play that the Capitals so dearly did. 2 for 15, 2 for 18, 2 for 16, 2 for 26, and the Fizz at the end there, 1 for 27. Everyone got amongst it. This team performance.
The chase there, they kept on losing wickets. Early wicket in the over for Abu Jai. This was a big fish. He skipped himself inside edge onto the keeper. Tried to play a few shots. A couple of good boundaries, but then again, just getting too heavy on the back of the mind, trying to chase such a big total. It's so difficult, isn't it? Top of the middle stumper from Abu Jahid. Shorturl came in and played a few shots. Roby pissing the line, trying to play across. Yeah, had to go big, Shorturl. Good catch. Somehow managed to hang on to it. Plum in front. Ryan Burl was the one who looked in some sort of authority. He needed partners, he needed someone. 𝗁𝗲𝗄𝐴 getting bowled out in that fashion. It's been a dominant performance earlier with the bat and then with the ball. Dhaka Capitals will be starting to just realize what they can do. And also under tremendous pressure. Backs against the wall, and then they produce this sort of performance. Really good throw, and that was the end. Yeah, one more time, have a look at that. Yes, that's what they did with the bat. Dhaka Capitals 254 for 1. Liton Kumar Das is highest at T20. Made in 100 also, 125, and unbeaten. Carried the bat of just 55 deliveries. Tanzil Hassan Tamim, 108 of 64. 241 the opening partnership was just too good. And in the end, Rajshahi capitulating for 105 in 15.2 overs to hand Dhaka Capitals the biggest win so ever in the history of BPL by 149 runs.
বাংলাদেশ প্রিমিয়ার লিগ 2025 7টি দলের জমজমাট লড়াইয়ে মাতবে পুরো দেশ। দেখতে চোখ রাখুন টি স্পোর্টস নেটওয়ার্কে।